Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent and not a lot of races to do. Three qualifiers, three races. This last two episodes I did earlier in the stream. I did some longer races, so we'll see if there are only short races. I'm hoping next hour to get to the qualifier, so I'm gonna try to push things to get to the qualifier, because I would like to finish this game up today, which means in the next YouTube episode. Skip section. And I don't need no practice. And as usual, go to the track map, let them get out ahead of me. Yeah, no commentary was in chat earlier in the stream. No commentary playthroughs. Last seen playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. He was in chat earlier, last YouTube episode. And better driver than I am, chatting a little bit about this game. Hopefully, I think he'll like the game, since he doesn't play against the AI. He mentioned that Isle of Man 2, the bike slowed down the straightaway. That's the same way in Isle of Man 3. I can, if it was a drag race, I could beat him every time. But well, maybe I'd finish in at least middle of the pack every time on the lowest skill level. But yeah, it's quite the challenge. Quite the challenge. So this is my 10th season. Finished on my 10th season. I did 5 seasons on the Super Sport class, and 5 seasons now on the Superbike class. And each season I upgraded, put in one new level of upgrades. There was 5 levels of equipment, parts, whatever they call it. We start with level 1 upgrades, and then, which are not really upgrades because it's the first level. Anyway, you start with level 1 parts, and then you can upgrade it to the various parts to level 2, level 3, etc. So level 5 is the highest level of upgrades. So I have done 5 seasons. 5 seasons on the Super Sport, and now finishing up the 5th season on the Superbike class. And I've done everything I can do in the game now, and I'm going to be moving on to another game after this. I don't know exactly what the game is going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be Rims, but I haven't checked it out yet to see if it's an appropriate game for a career playthrough, because I'm going to find some game to do a career playthrough of. I have at least one backup in mind. I have maybe a second backup I might do as well based on a conversation, but I'll have some backups if it turns out that Rims is not good for YouTube content for a actual playthrough. But yes, 10 seasons. I'm not sure how many YouTube videos, but 10 seasons. And finishing up the 10th season now. Perhaps next episode, perhaps during the stream, hopefully. And then I'll be taking a couple weeks off of the stream, but there will be no gap in the YouTube episodes. I will have something else because I've got a month or so of stream videos scheduled in advance, so I have plenty of time to pick out a new game and get cool new thumbnails and all that stuff. Write a paragraph description of what I'm doing. And we'll see if it's another Clown Career playthrough. Maybe it'll be actually a more competitive playthrough, hopefully. We'll see. This playthrough has not been competitive. The AI is extremely difficult, and the driving is a lot more difficult than Isle of Man 2. So in 2 weekends here, I had one person last weekend, if you're watching on YouTube, maybe 4 episodes ago, maybe longer, maybe less, who from 3 to 7 episodes ago, he had TTL Man 2. He was thinking about getting 3. He asked for my feedback. I gave him my feedback, and he decided to buy it. And by the end of the stream, he said, "I think I hate the game," or something like that. But you know, he spent money on it, and so he's gonna, you know, I guess he has to play it since he spent money on it. And then this stream, I had someone no commentary playthroughs, chatting, and based on our conversation, I think he'll really like the game. So if you want a more realistic experience and you don't play against the AI, then I think this is going to be a good game for you. If you are competitive against the AI in Isle of Man 2, even on the hard level, this still may not be a good game for you, because even on the lowest AI skill level, it's much, much harder. So it's a completely different game from Isle of Man 2 in terms of the feel and the difficulty level. If you've found Isle of Man 2 to be way too easy, and you thought it was more arcadey in the feel, and you didn't like that, I mean, maybe you like arcadey, but if you wanted a more realistic type of handling, then you know, you probably like this game more. I don't know what other motorcycle game to compare it to, actually, because it's definitely, if you're a serious sim motorcycle racer, this is probably the best game you will find in terms of sim, even though the upgrades are kind of, you know, not as realistic. The tuning isn't as realistic, or isn't as complicated as in a lot of auto racing games. But you can set individual tire pressure, which is my rule of thumb for an actual sim. A long-running gag of mine is it's not a sim unless you can set individual tire pressure, and you can set individual tire pressures in this game, but that's only because you only have 2 tires. So it's not quite as not quite as, if you can set individual pressures in a car, that's much more rare, because unless you're section 3, unless you're driving, unless you're doing a NASCAR racer where you're always turning left, you're not going to get a racing game that lets you set individual left-right tire pressures. This front back. I don't know if whatever iterations of NASCAR games that have been out there, if there's any that let you set individual tire pressures. The only NASCAR game I ever played was Forza Motorsport 6, which had a NASCAR license expansion. You could play with NASCAR cars, and I played through that somewhat. I do not have a lot of respect for NASCAR. I think if you're into motorcycle racers, you probably also don't have a lot of respect for NASCAR, so I'm not. I don't think I'm. Hopefully, I'm not dissing any of my viewers enough that they're gonna stop watching me. But if you want to defend NASCAR in the comments, please go ahead. Even if you wanna, I mean, keep it clean. But even if you want to be very critical and say horrible, awful things about me, please do, because give me the most negative comment in the world, because one, it'll really hate my feelings and you really get over on me, because I'm a real sensitive guy. I'm a senior citizen, you know how sensitive we are. Totally not true. But also, it improves my engagement numbers. So let's get into a bitter argument on YouTube and improve, get the video out there. Even give a dislike to the video, that's fine. I'll get enough likes to counterbalance it, and so YouTube promotes videos with dislikes. It does not hurt the YouTube algorithm. In fact, it will help the YouTube algorithm, unless it's to the point where the dislikes far outnumber the likes. They'll still promote the video more because there's more interaction. People that bother to dislike the game means they're actually watching it. And what does YouTube care if people don't like the video? If they watch it, they get to sell advertising. So they're going to promote the video. Speaking of advertising, if you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment and let me know. This is a serious request. Leave a comment and let me know that there's an ad. I'm not monetized on YouTube, and so I don't really want people on YouTube to get ads, but if you get a pre-roll ad, let me know, because I have seen some channels as small as mine get ads on their videos. Now, there's nothing really I can do about it, but I would like to know. Because, I mean, like I said, there's nothing I can do about it, but I would like to know. I can't tell. They do not run ads on your own videos, so they do not want to encourage you to run up your own views to give you money for watching your own views. You cannot pad your wallet by watching your own videos over and over again and letting the ads run. One, it's against your terms of service, but two, they will not show you videos on your own. And it is, if you have a ghost account or a friend's account that watches the video over and over again, they'll catch you, and they'll suspend accounts pretty at the drop of a hat. Unlike Twitch, you got to do some pretty outrageous things in kiddie pool to get your account suspended on Twitch. All right, let's see. How did I do? Actually, not as bad as it could be. 14 seconds. The person ahead of me actually was a good spread at times. Doing 3 laps around a course had a tighter spread than that. So yeah, I got within 2 times the guy in front of me. Now, that may have been because they got hung up. There is a bug in the game. I have won a race against the AI in this game, even though it's incredibly difficult. I have won a race against the AI because it's raining. There's going to be motion blur. Won a race against the AI because every single bike got caught in a respawn loop. If the AI wrecks and then another bike comes up when they respawn, they will not like try to avoid the bike in front of them. Skip the free practice. If it's ghosted, they don't know it's there, and then it unghosts itself and they run into it. And then when they run into it, if 2 bikes run into each other, the AI, they'll respawn them both together and they'll both unghost at the same time and run into each other again, and they'll get stuck in a respawn loop and end up getting themselves locked up until you finish. And then once you finish, they depending on how far ahead of you they are at the time, how close they are to finishing, you may end up beating them, which doesn't happen really on a qualifier. So obviously staggered start, I guess it could happen, but there are times usually the rubber banding is usually so close together that yeah, there's much less rubber banding. One thing about the game that is less realistic, I think, I'm just letting them go ahead of me a little. One thing I think about the game that's less realistic is the rubber banding is very tight. If you watch an actual race, like let's pick a NASCAR race, you're going to have a lead pack and there's fighting for the lead. You're going to have a middle pack that is kind of spread out, and then you're going to have some people lagging behind, right? People that are getting lapped and stuff. And other iterations of this game, like Isle of Man 2, it would mimic that. Most video games mimic that by having, in an unrealistic, predictable way, they'll have people a lead pack. If you're racing live and not doing like a rally race, they'll have a lead pack that's fighting for the win and podium. Lead pack of like 3 people. Then they'll have a spread out middle pack, and then they'll have 2 or 3 laggers. So you get a bunch at the top, a bunch at the end, and then a spread through the middle. Whereas this game is not like that. They're all fighting for the lead usually, and you get the you get the separation mostly just if somebody does that and runs off the side of the road. If an AI does that. But the AI is very aggressive. You see, I let them get ahead of me because if you start ahead of them and they catch you, they will hit you. They do not make any effort to avoid you at all. So if you are in the racing line, it's like they ignore all the other bikes on the road, which is something that I think could be improved in terms of the AI. And so yeah, they'll just hit you. If you're on the racing line, they're coming up to you, it's your responsibility to know that they're there, which of course if you're in first person view is impossible on a racing bike because you don't have mirrors on a racing bike. So you have to, you can look back, which of course you're not going to do while you're racing, except maybe on a straightaway. Yeah. So yeah, they'll hit you, and they hit each other too, which is how they can somehow get tangled up with each other. And they do, like I said, the rubber banding is pretty tight. Cheap viewers on blah blah blah. Well, you earn yourself a time out, and we'll delete the message. Oh, I gotta make I should have copied the text. Hold on a second, folks. Did that actually copy the original text? Yes, okay. Save that so I know what to put in my sorry, YouTube. Save that message so I know to put it on my filter. Alright. Sorry, back to the game. Wait, what did I do? This is my second run. I paused. Do I have a time? I can't do it on track map. I want to see what my time is so far. Maybe I haven't set a time yet. Back to track, go to pit box. It's not game settings. Track map doesn't tell me. I think I just haven't gotten to the end yet. It seemed like it seemed like they restarted me, but it didn't. I just got confused. It's been an adventurous stream today. Not because of technical issues like usual, but monitoring chat. I do not have a mod with me, unfortunately. So, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you might have to put up with stuff like that. I don't have a mod to catch those kind of messages. But it does filter out all hyperlinks, so that's good. Whoa! I guess I could ban the viewer now. I just have them on timeout. So the message is still there. I could copy. This is what happens on YouTube or on Twitch. I've got some pretty aggressive filtering on. Hold on a second, let me actually do that. Tap. Up. I didn't put a reason. I should have put a reason. Spam. Anyway. Yes, I have pretty aggressive filtering. Most of the messages that come through for stuff like that are filtered out. I have to, actually, I don't know if that went on YouTube. All I got was stars on Twitch. Maybe it didn't go on YouTube. In case it didn't, some bot came in and tried to sell me viewers. Which doesn't help. I'll tell you that right now, folks. It's a scam. It's a scam. For one, you don't have a recourse if you don't get the viewers. They've got your money already. But second of all, you don't get more money from Twitch, and you don't get your stream promoted if your viewership is if your streamer, if your subscribers and viewer counts are out of alignment in such a way, or viewers and viewers are out of alignment, yeah, Twitch will catch you and do bad things to you. Qualifying. End of session. There we go. Oh, wait. Before I do that, game says, live session. That's what it is. I didn't have that option before, so I must not have actually qualified. That's weird. Oh, because I'm in the pit section now. Okay. Anyway, I qualified last as always. For one, I got a 2-second penalty for cutting. I got a 2-second penalty for cutting because I lost control and my bike rode across the inside of a turn. And my bike, probably without my rider. Anyways. Alright. This might be a little bit long. It's going to be a little bit longer stream. Might be a little bit longer video because I want to get this done. That's 7. Hopefully all the races will be... Oh, the weather's bad. Well, it'll change. Oh, full circuit! How many laps? Laps. This has happened every time. Well, this is going to be a longer video than longer than an hour. I'm already 20 minutes in, and this race is bound to be more than 40 minutes. So we'll just work with it. That means I am probably not going to. Probably not going to finish up the playthrough this during this stream. Well, I might just do it. It won't be finished next episode, which is what I wanted, unless maybe I'll be able to do that. I might just have a longer episode. This episode and next episode may just be longer. I don't know what race unofficial qualifier on race 8 is going to be like. I might be able to do them and do the final qualifier. Because I'm only going to do one lap of the qualifier. So yeah, that'll only be 25 minutes, half an hour. So there'll be extra time in there. So I'm hoping this is the second to last episode, YouTube episode. I have an even number of weekends done, so this will be, I want to finish this. The YouTube episodes released on a Sunday, and then the following Saturday will be the new game, which I do not have decided yet what the game is going to be. I would like it to be Rims, but I have not played it yet to see if the career mode is appropriate. It is made by the same people that made this game, so it may very well not be. I don't know if it's if the AI is as difficult and unchaseable. If it is, I will not play the career mode, even if it's a cool career mode. But if I cannot turn the AI, dial down the AI into a way that I can compete, then I'm not gonna. It will not make for a good YouTube series. Hopefully, hopefully it will be, but we'll see. Trying to get feedback. I don't know how many people have played Rims out there. If you are watching this on Twitch, you can whisper me. Give me feedback. If you're watching this on YouTube, then of course you can just leave a comment on any of my videos, and I will read it. I don't get enough comments that I have to filter out my comments. I can read all of them. And again, please feel free to comment if you think I stink, because that helps the algorithm. It is not surprising that I get the fewest comments and the fewest views on this game. I stream and post YouTube videos of this game, SnowRunner, Dirt Rally 2, and Civilization 6, and I have some dedicated viewers of SnowRunner and Civilization, Less Dirt Rally 2, although I do get pretty good views, but it's not a career playthrough. It's a playthrough of the various official club seasons. So I'm playing through the 2024 season now. There may not be a 2025 season. I don't know. I'll be playing the new game by 2025. The EA Sports WRC. One of the backups I have in case Rims doesn't work out is WRC Generations. So we'll see. I think I can pick that up pretty cheap now. It goes on sale every so often. I have it in my. I had the opportunity to buy it on sale not long ago, and I passed it up. But I have enough Bing points saved up. Microsoft Reward points playing on the Xbox. I mentioned earlier in the stream there's kind of a there's a bug. There's for sure a bug on the website. I can't redeem my points for a gift card for some reason. It wants to confirm my phone. And but then which I have a phone number saved. I don't know if it's because of the two-factor authentication or what, but it wants to confirm my purchase via text message or voice message. They'll do either way. But it keeps telling me that I don't have a phone number on my account, and I definitely have a phone number on my account because they actually I can set a phone number and it confirms, it sends a text to that number to confirm that that's my phone, but then when I go to buy the thing it tells me I don't have a phone. So yeah, there's some bug there, which I want to be able to. I can't anymore. There was no problems before because on Xbox I could choose any gift card I wanted, including ones that are of less value than I would be eligible for. So I have almost $50 worth of points saved up, but I could buy a $10 gift card if I wanted to. If I wanted to buy an $11 game, I could buy a $10 gift card, only spend $1 and use up the gift card. Where gift cards are only good for like 90 days, so you have to use them or lose them. So I have nearly $50 worth of gift cards saved up. I'm probably not going to buy $50 worth of goods at the same time. Oh, hold on. Oh, this game drives me crazy with the crackling. It's only on the stream that you hear it, so I can't catch it for 20 seconds with the stream line, so you have to put up with it for a little bit. I can clear it by unplugging my mic, but it's not a problem with my mic. It only happens in this game, and yeah, I've tried different headsets, different controllers, different chat pads. Nothing helps. And I had one other person tell me that they get it too on this game. So it's yet another reason to be happy I'm almost done with this game. So yeah, the Microsoft gift cards, they expire after 90 days, and now they changed how you can get rewards on the Xbox app. You used to be able to get rewards for any denomination that you were eligible for. Now you can only get rewards for the denomination, the highest denomination that you're eligible for. So if I cross the $50 gift certificate line, that means I've got $50 I need to spend in the next 90 days. Well, I don't necessarily want to spend $90, $50 in the next. I don't want to get the gift card until I know what I want to spend it on. Um, so they might have done that on purpose, right? To get you to spend your points quicker, because 90 days is up, and then they can just take your points away from you, basically take your gift card away from you. But then the website still lets you redeem any denomination, but I can't get the website to work. So right now I'm like 2 days away from getting being forced to get a $50 gift card with the Xbox. And I logged a report from Microsoft Rewards. I logged a report that the website is having a problem. I logged two, actually, because I logged one back months ago, and apparently it didn't get resolved. But it was okay, because I could still do it on, I could still get what I needed on the Xbox. But I can't do that now, and I logged a report a few weeks back, a week back maybe, and I still haven't heard anything. I haven't even gotten an acknowledgement email. I logged it on the Xbox using the Edge browser on the Xbox, and they gave me a confirmation number, but I didn't think to write it down, and I can't like do a screen capture on the Xbox of a website. They don't let you do that. Well, you screen captures of games, which is weird. I guess I understand it, but not really. Anyway, so I couldn't do a screen capture, and I didn't take a picture, and I didn't write it down, so I don't know what the confirmation number was, but I didn't. I figured, well, I'll get an email to confirm it, but apparently the email is also messed up or something, because I never got an email confirmation, and since I didn't write it down, I can't look it up online, even on my tablet. So I'm going to log another report, but I still can't find a way of confirming it. So yeah, it's a bug. It's not working. And I tried it on a Chrome browser on my tablet, and it also didn't work. In PC mode, I'll try to use PC mode on Chrome and log report, and hopefully get the email confirmation, but I'll take a screen capture of the email, and then I might have to find a contact to call them or online chat. I think I can do an online chat. I've gotten good support from Microsoft for the Xbox. Actually was able to get somebody on the phone, and he spent like an hour trying to get a game to work, and we finally got it to work. It turns out that there was a problem with the purchase server. Even though I had the game, it wouldn't work. And it turns out the problem was the ownership test. It was a game that you play online, and so there's a quick check when you go to load the game to make sure that you own it. And I guess there was an authorization issue, and so he refunded my purchase. I rebought it, and it worked. But it took like an hour to figure out what the problem was. But he was on the phone with me, and we rebooted everything, and he was very patient and good. I really liked it. But I don't know if I can get, that's Xbox support, which of course is different than the reward support, and I don't know if I can get a chat or a phone for reward support. You gotta go through hoops to finally get to be able to talk to somebody. But eventually, if you persist long enough, you'll be able to get phone number that you can call and leave a callback number, and they'll call you back. On the Xbox support, I don't know about this other reward support. I've had no luck with that. I haven't on the tablet tried to sign into my account and see if there's any kind of request thing, or you know, if the report that I logged has even been acknowledged. Because like I said, I did not get an acknowledgement email, a confirmation email. So yeah. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is just buying the $25 gift card, because I think I'll spend $25 worth of something in the next 90 days. And if I wait, I have to spend $50 in the next 90 days, and I think I'm less likely to do that. I don't want to lose half of my gift card, and I don't want to be forced to spend $50 if I don't get something on sale. I can get $25 worth of games I've been putting off buying that are lower priced because they're older games. I'm hoping that WRC Generations goes on sale again. I have to see what's on sale now. Every week something on my wish list goes on sale. Could spend $50 on a new Elite controller, which I would buy, except the Xbox Elite controllers I love, but they have rubber handles, and after a while the rubber comes unglued, which stinks, and you can't get them without rubber handles. I mean, the rubber handles are cool and all right, except they're not so cool when they come disconnected. I even wear cotton gloves to retard the sweat on my hands, and yeah, and I don't want, because I have a official Microsoft chat pad, Xbox chat pad, which are not available anymore. I had to buy a bunch of them off of eBay and spend ungodly amounts of money. But they integrate much better than any other chat pad. You can do screen captures from it. You can mute your mic from it. You can adjust the volume and the chat mixer and all that stuff right from the chat pad. But you can't do that with other ones. Plus, they're really good clicky button pads. They're not like rubber baby buggy buttons that fall apart on you with any amount of use. But they're only going to fit an official controller, and probably only fit right with an official controller, because they don't attach through the headset thing. They attach through the USB controller. And I don't even know if third-party controllers give you a USB port where you could attach a chat pad controller, chat pad 2. So, anyway. But I do like the Elite controllers, in part because you can adjust, and like I said, other versions you can get to do the same thing, but they're not as compatible. You can adjust the joystick length independently. They have like magnetic shafts that you can attach, and which is really nice, because in a game like a racing game, you can put on a longer shaft for steering, and because you really want precise steering And so having the longer shaft means you've got finer control. Right into that counter steering, the lag, the lean lag is really, really severe. And I mentioned someone who was in chat last episode, no commentary. He likes the lean lag. That's more lean lag because it's, you get a feeling of the weight of the bike, more realistic feeling of the weight of the bike. But that does make it a lot harder. And I don't race motorcycles at 160 miles an hour. So in real life. So yeah, I'm not used to the weight of a racing bike at 160 miles an hour. And I have not been able to adapt. I assumed that I could adapt to this game when I first... I mean, the first time I picked the game up, I fell off 10 times on a 10-lap race. So that was fun. But I eventually got better that I wasn't falling off every mile. A 10-mile 10-lap race. I fell off 10 times on a 10-mile course for a couple laps. But I finally got better than that. But it was still rather clownish, which is why I named the career, the series Clown Career, because I knew it was going to be crazy, but I kind of assumed that I would get better and that would make me more competitive with the AI. Well, I got better, but not better enough that it made me competitive with the AI. And, whoa! Got caught in the edge of the road, though. No, I'm gonna... Saved it. So yeah, in part, it may be that if you actually in real life drive a motorcycle, which I do not, then even more so you'll like the feeling of this game. Also, the subject comes up often in chats and comments. Why do you race in this mode? If the game's too hard for you, why are you racing with this camera? You can see the road better in the chase camera. And I cannot adapt to the chase camera. I think because I never used the chase camera in auto racing, and in auto racing, because the chase camera in auto racing is kind of a ridiculous, where you see the side of your vehicle, and so rather than turning the camera into the turn, it's exact opposite. Your view is turned away from the turn, because for some reason it's like in an arcade, even the most realistic auto racing games treat it like an arcade where you want to see yourself drift from the side of the car. It's kind of silly. So I never play auto racing in chase cam views, and I never adopted the chase cam view in the motorcycle game either, even though I don't think this game has that sort of ridiculous seeing the side of your motorcycle while you're turning. But I still haven't been able to adapt to it, so I use what I guess is called the tank cam view. Oh, somebody said said that the road view was actually better, but I tried that too, and that was harder for me to adapt to. I have compared my times between this camera and the chase camera, and there's no difference at all. the chase cam view, I just feel more uncomfortable, but my times are comparable. So it perfectly balances, perhaps, with the not falling off as much, that I just, my discomfort leads me to drive more cautiously. I don't know. It's definitely not as much fun as this view, and you don't have the helmet cam view issue of having that vision obstructed. Also, you don't have, with this view, you don't have the road leaning. The road stays level to the horizon, which is not realistic. So this is not a realistic view. I don't know what your GoPro is attached to, but it's not attached to your bike, because your bike leans and the road stays flat to the horizon. But it's the closest thing to hood cam on a car, bonnet cam on a car, which is, I think, universally, even the professionals use to get their best times. They wouldn't be caught dead using a chase cam view. But I think esports, I haven't watched a lot of esport professional motorcycle racers, but I would assume that they use a chase cam view, because it doesn't suffer from the same disadvantages, and it has the advantage of being able to see farther into the distance. I also don't know if pros have a racing line on. They probably don't. I mean, I've never seen a pro with a racing line in an auto, racer, because, well, for one, I've watched pros play games that don't have racing lines. But even on games that have racing lines, I don't think the pros play with the racing, because they know the course, right? They're professional. They know the course. They know what and I think the racing line would just confuse them, because it tells you to go here, but that may not be the most optimal course for them to take through the turn, and may have been the optimal course for the developers to take, but it may not be the optimal place for them to take, or it might be the mathematically optimal shortest distance path, but that isn't necessarily the path that they're going to run, depending on what sort of style they're using, if they're doing a late braking or early braking, or wide first turn cutting across into the second turn kind of thing, going wide in a turn, wider than the what would be the mathematical optimal, so that they can accelerate more through the turn. Somewhat, that's a matter of style. So saved it. And braking line is going to be attacked, so I would assume that the esports pros know the course well enough that they don't need the racing line, whereas I can't see the course from this view well enough to actually, and I don't have it memorized so much, that I need the racing line in this game. I don't usually like driving with the racing line, but that's in auto racers. I don't drive with the racing line, but in motorcycle racers, I find myself using the racing line primarily, again, because of the lack of distance view. But in this game, it wouldn't matter, even if I used the chase cam view. Like I said, now my times don't differ, and I still need the racing line to even keep the same times. Because the main course is a long course. It's hard for me to memorize. I'm an old guy. My memory is not the greatest. My focus has never been the greatest, but my reflexes used to be good, but they're terrible now. And my eyesight, though I was always terribly nearsighted, I could get corrective lenses. Now, bifocals, corrective lenses are not really good. I need a new prescription. And I'm not sitting with my nose in front of the screen. I'm sitting a good meter and a half away from the screen on a couch, a nice comfortable couch. Yeah, I do need a new prescription. I haven't got my prescription changed in years. And as you get older, your eyes change more. I keep having it on my list. I have, I said I'm a senior citizen. I live in America. Medicare doesn't cover certain things, but I've got a third-party Medicare plan that would cover it. I was going to do it last summer when I got that plan, but I didn't. Now this summer I could probably do it. One reason is because the rims I have are the frames I have are really nice, high quality. I could sit on them and they would just bend and not break type of rims. And I don't know if they would be able to just replace the lenses in the same rims. And since I don't have a huge income, be able to afford to spend that many hundreds of dollars on really good lenses anymore. I'd rather spend the money on video games. So I can see, I'm looking now, if I look out of the top of the lenses, I can't see the screen. If I look out of the bottom of the lens, I can't see. But somewhere in the middle of my graduated bifocal range, I can see the text on the screen. But in this game, it's pretty small, and so while I'm racing, there's no way I can see the text. Even leaning forward, while I'm racing, I'd never be able to see the text. Of course, if I lean forward while I'm racing, I wouldn't get as good at times anyway. All right, that is coming up on an hour, and my time was about 6 times the gap, 4 minutes to 40 seconds. So I am going to take a break here. If you're watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube, I have, let's see what this is. Is this just a sector? It is a sector. If the last race is also just a sector, I'll have enough time to do the last qualifier, the last unofficial qualifier, the last unofficial race, and then come back and do the official race qualifier. And I will almost certainly not qualify for the final race. I used to do a custom race for the in lieu of the official race, because you have the ability to do that with a custom race, just set it up for the actual race. But unfortunately, I've mentioned the bugs in this game. They introduced a bug with the latest update that the game sounds cut out if you're in a single race more than a half an hour or so. So 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes, it cuts out. And so I can't even race 2 laps, full laps of the course, let alone 4 laps or 6 laps of the whole course. Anyway, so I am going to take a break here, folks. Watching on Twitch, I'll be back in just a few minutes, 2-3 minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode of this game will probably be the last episode of this game, which will be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight UK time. So either way, Twitch, I'll be back. YouTube next episode. I will see you then.